comes a new challenger!
Welcome back, everybody. We are here with the second Final Fantasy Brave Exvius discussion. We are going to call it, drumroll please, Mr. Q.
Chain Chumps.
Chain Chumps.
Oh.
Yes, Chain Chumps. And what the Chain Chumps, myself, Doncon, and Mr. Roue Cinnamon are going to discuss today is PvP. Is PvP any good? What's good about it? What's bad about it? What would you change about it? And the current meta of PvP. So I'm going to hand the floor to you, Roue Cinnamon. Is PvP any good in Final Fantasy Brave Exvius?
It is not.
Ooh, okay.
I'm gonna go hard in on that. I find PvP, or at least using those arena orbs, an absolute chore.
I agree.
It's pretty much my entire arena team is designed so that I can do it and then hit auto for 5 minutes. Not auto, but repeat for 5 minutes.
Yeah. It's worth mashing repeat. Yeah, not to say that there's not benefits from grinding it out. I think the rewards are good. It's just not good enough to make me be religious on staying on top of it as a free-to-play player. For the most part, like, you have those odd whale splurges, but for the most part, like, to play PvP, when I've used up all my energy, it's like 12:30 at night. I have to get up at 6. I see those 5 arena orbs. Those 5 arena orbs are staying there.
They can wait. They can wait.
Exactly. So,
and to the point where if I look at my daily quests and I see like that do 1 Coliseum match, I'm like, sick, 1 less arena match.
Oh, that's cold. That's cold. So, what makes it a chore? Why do you not like it?
All right. PvP isn't fun because it's a really fixed meta. You're running up against the same things again and again. Even though it's actually kind of nice that there is this alternate place where, you know, you can use different strategies and you can kind of use units that don't shine fighting regular content. But it's this same really fixed, really see the same, do the same, grind out the same. Like, it's as you said, the rewards are good, but the rewards for me doing my laundry are also good. It doesn't make it any more exciting the 4th time I do it.
That is laundry for sure. Like, smelling like clean clothes is the best. Like, even if you didn't shower, smelling like clean clothes is great. Because you have that layer of fakeness. But, no, I totally 100% agree with you. It is absolutely a chore. Everybody has the same team where you set it up, you do your set of motions, you win the coin flip, go first, and you kill them with either statuses or one-shot them with whatever you got. You're going to be littered with Amelias, you're going to be littered with Ash and Setzer. And you basically just set it up and hit repeat. As you can see what I'm doing here, I just hit repeat. Mm-hmm. With that said, I feel that this could be better. They try. I will give them credit where credit's due. They try. They put different limitations on what character abilities are available to you each week, and it's different every time. It's not good enough. I don't pay attention to it. I just see, oh, is this moveset available? Yes? Okay. I'm in repeat mode.
Yeah. The only thing I really have to pay attention to is, like, is black magic banned? Is a particular element banned that's on one of the moves I repeat? Maybe I might have to change up the team slightly, but it's still going to be the same strategy. It's still going to be slam them with statuses, stop, and as much damage as I can load in.
Oh, yeah. And a lot of it is, like, I wouldn't say there's no challenge, because even if you lose the coin flip and they hit you with all the statuses, and you're stoned, you lost a coin flip, right? You didn't lose from poor strategizing. No. You didn't lose because you're the weaker player or had the weaker units even, right? It's just you lost the coin flip. You lost at chance.
Yeah, and there's a certain point where if you're playing long enough, you eventually will pull one of the units that have a status immunity and can cure status.
Yeah.
And then it's worth it just to have them on, even if they have lesser damage than, say, that extra Amelia.
Oh, exactly. So I guess staying on the meta, What are your god tier units for arena?
All right. There's always the big boy. He's if you look at any tier list for arena, he always tops it off. That's that that Noctis.
Yes, very annoying.
Let's look at some of the strong things. He's got a strong, like a powerful hitting hit all move that inflicts stop and Blizzard Flask. He's got some built-in evade to him, and he's got a counter that heals himself.
Yes, very good. Super OP for arena. Did you ever run into like the 5 Noctis team in arena?
Oh, it's a bush.
Brutal. Like you run in, like someone will have like, well, Troy, they'll have like one like 3-star character as their main unit, and then you go in and it's like 4 Noctis. Ugh.
Yep, that's kind of going into it. Evade is definitely a big thing, and if you're hitting all your arena orbs, the higher you climb up, the more evade you'll see and the more status immunity you'll see.
Yeah, definitely. And I find that can be almost a deterrent, because not the fact that you can't beat it, you can, but then you have to go through the motions and take your turns, which I'm kind of a hypocrite here, because we're complaining that there's no real gameplay and game plan, but then when we're faced with the gameplay and game plan about something annoying, we're like, never mind.
But it's... I think it's different. Like, if you're doing content, there's strategy you can plan around it. If you're doing arena, it's... If the and this is a big thing. If the AI picks the good move on this unit and I have to deal with it, then maybe there's something to do. But in general, for that is one match out of, if you're hitting all your orbs, like dozens, you'll do that week. Like that minuscule amount of thinking is not worth it when to do that reward, to get the rewards, you have to grind through so many.
It is a grind, for sure. And I pity the whales that spend Lapis on it, but I guess you can get it done and out of the way much quicker at that point, right? Spend a couple hundred Lapis, repeat times like 30, and then away you go and hit the top of the food chain. So, alright, so we got Noctis, he's way up there. Who else do we got? I would like to say, obviously, Ashe. Ashe is super good. AoE attack plus AoE heal. That's so good.
Yep, Setzer.
Oh yeah, Curse Card's great.
Setzer, and like, let's... talking about this, Ashe, Setzer, Amelia are all really good arena cores you can get without wailing. Like,
absolutely.
Like we said, like I feel like you have to put Noctis up front, but Noctis is 5-star. Not everybody's gonna have a Noctis. You will eventually an Ashe, Setzer, or Amelia.
Oh, for sure, and multiples too, and multiples will help you in arena. I would also say DV is good. DV is very good with the dual slash and the AoE debuff. Not that you'd ever use it, just hack on a bunch of attack and dual slash with dual wield, and like that's hitting for 4K everybody.
Yep. Same thing right now. Pyroglacial Laswell has a similar hits 4 times if attack and built-in dual wield, so we're probably going to start seeing a bunch of that boy a bunch.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, and you were lucky enough to pull him.
I am. I'm kind of doing the math now if I want to change, if I'll stop running that DV and start running that PG Laswell.
Okay, yeah, definitely. It's probably situational, I imagine, just because we're DV, like, his debuff is so good. And yes, he has the Orlando chaining.
Yep. I mean, it's, as of now, like, definitely Pyroglacial Laswell isn't breaking into my content team, but arena team, he might see it. And honestly, the only reason that I wouldn't put both a DV and a Pyroglacial Laswell on there, despite the fact it's like thinking it's like, oh, well, why don't you just use them both? Then you're going to hit 8 times. It's that evade factor, like it's that all physical. Like
yes, that 100% evade Noctis is just laughing at you, like, oh, you looking to damage me? Pity.
Which is why I feel like you should always have somebody capable of doing some magic damage on there, because lots of people have 100% physical evade. It's not so much with 100 magic attack.
No, that's very rare. It's very rare. I don't think I ever encountered it playing through the PvP so far. Not to say it doesn't exist, but I never grinded to get high enough up.
You're also for so Setzer is in that status status boy.
Yep.
Same thing if you have so I would say in that Setzer, I believe she's like event specific, but Ling follows that same thing.
Yes, Ling. I remember the first time I ran into Ling, and I thought, oh, this is whatever. This is some sucky healer. She ain't really shit. And then you get hit by her stuff, and then like what happened to my team? Done. Instantly, one turn.
I would say who you want to use is kind of up to you, because Setzer's curse card has a better paralysis and stone chance.
Yeah.
Petrify is the word I was looking for. And Ling, it's kind of the same pool, so she doesn't have like that better petrify chance, but she also has some utility in being status immune and having a status cure. So
exactly right. So it's double trouble.
And if you've defeated the trials for Octopus Teacher, you can put Toxic Rain on anybody and they'll do that job.
Ooh, yeah, that's... You know what? I beat the Octopus Teacher, but I didn't get the Toxic Rain. I have to go through and do that again.
Which is why, like, it's... If you have, like, a status immune healer, like, say, a strong Yasholto, or... I know we blasted her, but, like, Tillith. Or if you've been really lucky and pulled in Ayaka, then you can consider putting that healer on that team for consistency and toss Toxic Rain on them, and you've got a functional unit even if you don't need them to heal.
Just run them solo. So now, what is going to make PvP better? So I want to take the reins here a little bit, because there's two things that I think. One's totally unreasonable. One I think is very reasonable. So let's cover the unreasonable first. This is inherently, I guess, not possible just by the nature of the way the game is designed. It might even be a whole separate game, but have it live. Like, I play you choose your moves, I choose my moves, I have to react to what you're doing, as opposed to some donk AI just doing random stuff. And not knowing going in, the AI is not going to counter anything that I'm doing. Like, there's no challenge there, right? There's no challenge, there's no incentive other than the grind rewards that we discussed. Now, I don't think that's going to be possible. So what I would say, on top of what they already do with picking what things are banned for certain weeks as far as abilities that you're able to use in Arena, I would say give the user who's, we'll say, defending, or like when you're in that list and someone picks you, you have a preset move list that you pick. So, okay, I want this unit to do this move, and this unit to do that move, and so on. So it would be a little bit repetitive, or a little bit spammy, even if you had it for multiple turns. Like, you have turn 1 through 10, it's laid out, you only have 10 turns. Maybe have some custom parameters you can set for each turn, and then from there, set that as your defense to make it a little more challenging, and even go as far as to give you a reward if the person loses to you. And then you get that passive income almost, right? You're going to be gaining points without using orbs, climbing up the ranks because of the strategy that you've concocted with the units that you have.
I think that second option is the way to go. I think it's reasonable. I also think it's on theme for Final Fantasy. Final Fantasy 12 has gambits. Final Fantasy 13 has like the paradigms. Has those kind of like, you're setting things for your units to do, or you're setting like minor if statements. So I think that's within reason. I kind of agree with you that while being able to like hop in live and, you know, do a like fight with somebody, I think that would be cool, and that would act like RPG battles, like turn-based PvP is something I'm super interested in, but I don't think as a base, either from how the game is designed or how the game is monetized, is a great idea. Like, a whale drops a bunch of stuff on 5-star units and I lose because of a coin flip in the current arena battle, I'm like, speed bump, my chain, big whoop.
Yeah, exactly. Once you get that treasure or whatever, the medal for it, then really there's no incentive to try to get that 100 streak.
I know if I'm like in like a live PvP setting and I lose because I know somebody dropped a bunch of money, that's gonna pick at me a little bit more. I'm not gonna like that as much.
Yeah, for sure. I didn't really think about like how the whales would affect it, but the whales would affect it big time. They would be most rewarded out of it. Not to say that doesn't happen now in current games with live PvP. So like Hearthstone, right? Like if you're whaling a Hearthstone and you have a bomb deck against a free-to-play player, especially a newer player, you're getting ate up, right? No matter how good you are, the whale can make bonehead maneuvers. You can outmaneuver them and still lose.
Yeah, because they've got that big old drop.
Yeah, they got the juice. Okay, so I guess to wrap this up, PvP is basically doing laundry. It is not good. It can be better. It will give you something to do if you're out of health.
Yep.
Any other thoughts, Mr. Roue Cinnamon?
As I said, sure, could be better. Like, especially those you see like that attack pot or that tough pot. Yeah, maybe I'll go harder in on it. But generally, I find even if you're just doing it casually, you usually get your Trust Moogle at the end of the month. So.
Oh, exactly. So the juice isn't worth the squeeze. Well, thank you very much, everybody, for watching. If you like this content, or if you don't, give me a thumbs up or a thumbs down. Please consider subscribing to the YouTube channel. We will be doing much more of these more frequently. You can see live broadcasts on Twitch. Follow Mr. Roue Cinnamon on Twitter, @Dan Rogers with a D, and we will see you next time. Thank you.